Hi, everybody. If you are suffering from low back pain or sciatica or even hamstring and hip tension from sitting at your desk, today I'm going to show you the 3 most important stretches to do that you can do right from your chair. One of the key ones that everybody misses is the 3rd stretch. So make sure you watch right to the end and you get that stretch done as well. For all of these stretches, please make sure that you're holding them to the point of feeling some light tension, but not to the point of pain. So you want to make sure that your face is really relaxed and you're breathing. So holding these stretches for 20 or 30 seconds, even better if you want to count 4 or 5, just really relaxed breaths before you switch sides will ensure that you get the maximum result. We really recommend that our patients do this at least twice a day if you're stuck sitting in your desk all day. So once through your morning shift, once through your afternoon shift, but they are all so easy enough to do that you can do them as many times as you want throughout the day. For the first stretch, I'm going to review the Piriformis stretch that so many people do in their chair, but many people are doing it wrong. So I'm going to show you a few ways you can do it if you're very, very tight or even if you're very, very flexible. All that you're going to do is you're going to keep one of your knees bent and we're going to take the other foot and cross it off at the knee. So one of the most important things about this stretch is that we want to make sure that we're sitting upright. So right up on our sits bones as opposed to slumping back like this to get our ankle up. So if you're finding it too hard to get your ankle on your knee like this, straighten this bottom leg. You can even take the ankle and place it below your knee if you need to. So wherever is comfortable to cross your foot over and sit up really, really tall. This may be enough of a stretch for you. If you want to increase the stretch from here, we're not going to yank this knee down. That causes too much torsion in the knee and hip. Instead, all that I'm going to have you do is pull your sternum up so that you're sitting as tall as you possibly can. You'll really feel that increase the stretch in the hip that's crossed over. And then if you want to increase the stretch from here, what we're going to do is we're going to come forward like a door, I always say. So in other words, we're not going to do this. Instead, what we're going to do is hinge from our waist and come forward. So we're growing taller as we're coming forward. And you'll really feel that increase in the leg that's crossed over in that buttock area. But if you want even more stretch or you want it to go up that right side, which is what I'm obviously stretching now, of your lower back, as you do this, you're going to come up really, really tall. You're going to turn about 20 or 30 degrees towards the foot that's crossed over, and you're going to come forward on an angle. So again, that's going to really increase the stretch down this right side, all the way up through my lower back. I'm staying really, really tall as if I'm growing through my sternum. Relax, and then of course do the other side. For our second stretch, I'm going to show you how to stretch your hamstring right from your desk. So the back of your leg, your hamstring gets very, very tight when you sit with this knee bent position all day long. And so what we want to do is we want to lengthen it out. So a really easy way to do that is, again, to just really sit up very tall. So feeling like you're sitting right up on those sits bones that we sit on all day long, and then taking the leg that you want to stretch and just stretching it out on the ground. If you want to increase the stretch, you could certainly put this up on a trash can if you want to raise it a little bit more, whatever feels comfortable for you, but most people can get enough stretch in this position. Then from here, all I'm going to have you do is take your toes and point them back towards your nose. So you can see I'm sitting up tall. I'm gently taking my toes back towards my nose. And again, I'm going to pull up through my sternum. So I'm going to get really, really tall and I'm going to hinge forward. As I'm hinging forward, so I'm coming forward like this, really feeling that stretch in my hamstring and possibly my calf because it's so closely related to my hamstring. I'm feeling like my heel is lengthening out that way while the pocket of my pants or my sits bone is pulling me back. So this is lengthening this way while this is lengthening this way, feeling a really wonderful stretch in the back of my hamstring as I'm keeping my shoulders relaxed and I'm breathing. Some people find they have a little more on the inner or the outer thigh that they need to stretch in their hamstring. So feel free to play with it and rock this foot back and forth. And just notice where in the hamstring you feel that you need the most stretch. Again, holding it, taking a few deep breaths, coming back up, and then doing the other side. And the last stretch, and the one that's most overlooked, is actually for the front of your hip. So a lot of people feel tension here because they sit all day long and they don't realize how much that's affecting their lower back, their pelvis, and even their sacroiliac joints. So let me show you how to stretch that out right from your chair. So all that you're going to do is you're going to turn sideways in your chair like this. So once you turn sideways in your chair, if you want, you can hold on to the back of your chair so that you feel a little bit more stable. You're just going to take the outside leg, and to the best of your abilities, keeping your front foot flat, you're going to let the knee move back towards the ground, obviously. So I'm trying to create a really long line here against pulling my sternum up as I let my knee fall towards the ground. If you're very tall, like I am, and you have long legs, you're welcome to actually rest your knee on the ground. As well, if you want to deepen the stretch a bit, I'll just move this up. If you want to deepen the stretch a bit, you can do two different things. So while you're sitting like this, you can actually walk this foot back a little bit just to increase the stretch in this area. And you can also lift the arm of the leg that's going back. And you're going to find that really elongates that whole area and opens it back up so you don't get that little hitch, when you first stand up from your chair and it hurts in the front of your hip for a little bit. You won't feel that anymore. So those 3 stretches are absolutely crucial if you want to keep your low back, your hips, and your pelvis healthy, even though you're stuck at your desk all day. But if you have any other questions, please let us know. We're happy to answer them down in the comments below. And other than that, have a wonderful day.